Hey everyone, editing Free Wings here. I just wanted to say a quick little word before this video starts that I am very sorry about the delay. I got so sick after HalCon and then my laptop decided that it didn't want to work anymore. So I had a bit of issues getting this video edited, but it is here now, ready for you. Hope you enjoy. This HalCon started out with the train ride down to Halifax itself. I love taking the train to Halifax. It is so much fun, and this one was fairly uneventful. I just sat in my little corner and played Little Nightmares 2 on my Switch. But I don't actually think I recorded anything else from day 0, so let's just skip right ahead to day 1.
On camera. Like, it looks like I was wearing sunglasses. Cute. That's what I was going for. Okay, it is day 1 of HalCon. We are finally pretty much ready to go.
Let's fucking lose it.
Let's go! Can you, Oliver, can you pass me my cane?
No. Okay. Which was it?
I did not think this through. I'm not...
Cain killed Abel. Question mark?
Cain, yes.
I was like, wait, was it the other way around?
No, it was Cain.
That skull ratio. He threw it to the ground as if it were the Cain who did the first murder.
Okay, now I need...
I do love one of the translations of when God is like, Cain, what happened to your brother? And he's like, do I look like the brother tender? Like, that's not my job.
I tried to quote Halo, but I can't remember it. Fun fact, when I was working at when I was trying and student this,
I think I'm gonna shove my books in my bag if I can, actually.
A prolonged monologue where I looked up the Alas Poor York and just read it to Mary. I knew he agreed.
Alas, poor York.
Oh, is that what you were reading me the other day?
Yeah, it was from Hamlet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are your drugs now, old man?
Journal is gonna go in there safe and sound, because apparently... I'm curious to see how many Gravity Falls cosplayers there are with the meetup happening today.
I believe there must be a few.
There have to be a couple. I hope I can find a Mabel.
I don't know if she's coming. One of my classmates who, she's from the past few years. I think she's often cosplayed Mabel in the past, so maybe she is.
Okay, there we go. There. Now, I can actually hold my camera and film things. Yeah. So, obviously...
Give me the camera sometimes.
I am Dipper. I'm not leaving you with my camera again.
No, but it was so funny.
If any of you saw the not the HalCon, the Fan Expo vlog, you will know why this one's not allowed to have my camera.
But it was really funny.
Don't trust him with things.
No.
I was really...
Also, some of you may remember Mary. No, stop it.
I told you, you can't be...
You cannot be trusted. Alright, so. We're heading out momentarily, I think.
Wait, I have my wallet.
No, wallet's important.
I'm pretty sure I put it in here.
I'll fill up my water bottle when we get there.
Okay,
I don't want to do it right now.
That's there. Oh, battery. That's what I'm missing. So, we have the Do Not Disturb, so that means nobody's going to come in here at all, right? Okay, so I should be fine to leave my iPad there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Do we have keys to get back in?
Yeah, I got
Mine
mine.
is in my wallet.
Perfect.
We can ask when we get to the front desk, like, hey,
Could we possibly get one more? Oops. We are being disturbed now.
No.
I do not want to be disturbed.
Fuck that.
Right. Also, we are birthmarked list Dipper today because I could not be bothered to put it on.
Sad face
Here we go.
all around.
Let's go.
Last night as I was trying to fall asleep, the song that was stuck in my head, for reasons that I cannot nor will not explain, was Hooked on Polka by Weird Al Yankovic.
You don't need to explain it. That's
self-explanatory.
I can't wait
itself.
to hear this audio back with all our clanking keychains.
We be clanking.
We do be. I'm so excited for tomorrow with my bell. I'm gonna be so obnoxious with my bell.
Oh, I'm gonna be bumping into so many things with my little tail thing on Karina.
Right?
It's gonna be wild.
Okay. Okay, first mission in the artist alley. I want to see if I can find a Goba plush that I can have for tomorrow. There we go. Infinite mirror. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off because obviously that we aren't going to be recording the hotel staff.
Dox yourself.
But I will check in when we get up to the convention. Mary, get in here. Bye. All right, we have arrived. We are here. We're outside still, but Mary has been abandoned. I get accessibility pass, but I'm only allowed one person with me. So Mary had to go wait in the regular line. So it's me and this menace to society. First thing we're gonna do is go sign up for the costume contest. I wasn't able to finish Miku, so I'm just doing a walk-on, but that's gonna be in Jared Key, which it occurs to me I should probably spell his name normal so they don't say it as Gerard Key.
Because they will.
Because they will. So yeah, so that'll be fun. One of the things maybe I'll talk about this more when I'm actually in Jared, but because his whole thing is like trying to find these books by Jürgen Leitner and destroy them. So when I was getting I have a little like ancient looking book that I'm going to be carrying around, but my initial thought was to get some like red and orange tissue paper and attach it to it to look like it was burning, and I'm like, I don't think that's in good taste right now. I think that would be not the best look.
Brilliant.
I have so many pockets in this costume. I have 5 pockets that can fit my phone. It is insane. I love cosplaying masculine characters.
I got 2 pockets, I got my bag, I got my board, and I got...
Yep, him. Do you want to introduce him to the vlog?
Oh, I'm gonna get Peanut down here. There's my backpack from Little Sauce, my favorite company in the world. It's my backpack.
There, Doug Dimmadome, he's back. Doug Dimmadome is back.
These are the Snug-Along backpacks from Little Sauce. The tag is on there somewhere. It was like a backer kit, so a crowdfunded campaign that I subscribed to very early. We're basically the ultimate plush backpacks. They come with little bandanas that you can put pins on, which I did. And then they have these straps which come off, so you can have it like if they're a little strap. This thing which I hold them by, but also can go like on like a suitcase if you want to put it there. But the best part is, as opposed to every other plush backpack, they are functional as backpacks. So right now there I have my water bottle, I have some snacks, I have my wallet, I have a straw, I have a bag, I have a phone charger, I have my business cards, I have more snacks. Yeah. Sauce. And all the characters are basically named after food most of the time. And so some people will rename theirs, but this is Peanut. That was his Christian name that I found. But yeah. And also the zipper is on the back, so you don't have to worry about like a theft. And the tail, when it sits on you, it's a kid tail.
Yeah.
It's my buddy's Peanut.
There he is.
So much.
We do love Peanut. Yeah, so go check them out, I guess. This is not sponsored.
Sauce, but I wish it was.
I wish it was.
Literally, Little Sauce was my favorite thing in the world. That's where I got Egg, the trans rep in.
Yeah.
They also had the 2 now iterations of like a Pride theme collection. I can't remember what it was named, but like they had like a trans-colored otter named Cake Pop, and they had Butters, the non-binary bat. They had I think there was a gender-fluid bunny this year, but I can't remember what their name was. But just amazing collections, and they have all these little cute clothes you can put on, and they're going to be doing a new backer kits campaign. Now I wish this was fucking sponsored, but this is a plug I'm full playing it now.
I will be linking all these things in the description.
They're going to be doing like a second, basically second series 2 of Little Soft's Snug-Along backpacks. And I'm definitely going to be going to go to a second one.
Oh, yes.
The only one they released so far is a tiger. It's really, I can't remember their name, so it looks really cute. And my hope is for maybe like a bunny. I'd love a bunny. Other than that, like...
I can't believe you didn't tell me about the non-binary bat. Like...
I'm sure I I'm sure I did. I think there might still be, but anyway, yeah. I'm sure I sent my favorite one.
But yeah, no, I will be making sure to link them in the description below because they're just cool.
Little sauce,
They're really, it's like really good quality stuff made by
so
some
good.
awesome people. Like,
Yeah, they're also really good. Where like when I got my bag,
oh,
after
Demon Slayer.
like there was like some manufacturing issues with it, and then they had already had the email basically like, these are some non-manufacturing issues we've noticed. So if you get this, basically email us, and then they sent me a new one. So I have 2 now.
Yeah.
One of them lives on my bed, and like it was sewing issues I definitely could fix, and I did, but I was a little bit like hesitant of like, oh, if I'm carrying it on my back. But like I have 2 now. One's a weighted plush who lives on my bed, and that's just because they're so high quality and they're good people.
Yeah, no, they're awesome.
Sponsor me, pay me, but also I'll just do it for free.
But also, like, this is my blog that we're promoting on, so also sponsor me.
I mean,
I will say, and maybe this is mean to say, but the one Doctor Who cosplayer that's over there that always cosplays as the first Doctor, I always get a little bit worried when I come to HalCon. I'm like, what if he doesn't show up?
I thought you were gonna be mean like to him, and I'm like,
No.
I was like, what are you doing?
No, not to him. Just like,
you always get worried that he would. What if he's not there?
I worry sometimes.
It's
That,
interesting,
like
like,
the time that he doesn't show up, I'm like, what happened?
What's happening?
Where is he?
Are you okay? Is everything okay? Because he also for a long time was the guy that basically like what's the word, like whenever anyone needed to like sell tickets or wanted to
Yeah.
buy tickets, like
He
not
organized
officially,
it,
just
like-
it was just like what he did.
Yeah.
I don't know, passion,
beep.
love of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Huggy Wuggy.
Similar to me, we're like because when I decided I was going to move to Halifax, the first thing I looked up was like conventions in Halifax. I'd
Yeah.
always wanted to go to like an anime or geek convention. And so like for my first year living here, it's now been like I think 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24. I've been going every year since then.
Yeah.
So when maybe the whole they're like, what's going on? I'm like, you don't know about
You don't know about
literally the
HalCon?
biggest thing in like the world for me.
Yeah, no, I first went in 2016 was my first HalCon. Insert picture of baby Ken here.
That was me too. It's a picture of really slutty Metatron Oliver. And Nightcrawler. You might have seen me as Nightcrawler.
I think I did.
If you saw, I was one of a few Metatrons.
Yeah.
And I was Nightcrawler in the contest.
Yeah.
And I won a performance prize.
You did.
But it's under my, I was looking at it, it's under my dead name.
Oh. Yeah, so
There was another person named Oliver who I also know who is also trans, who's also cosplaying Metatron.
it's trans culture, honestly. But yeah, so 2016 was my first year, and then I've gone every year that I was in Halifax for school, except 2020 obviously because there wasn't one. But then I'm not going to be able to go for like 2 years now because of moving out west.
I mean, I love the West Coast. So.
Yeah, I'm excited. I really want to try to go to Fan Expo Vancouver, and there's another con out there that I've been.
Revolution?
Yeah,
It's-
I've been told it's not good, but to go because it's not good.
Yeah, it's from my one experience there. Also, when I went, I was very young, and like I didn't quite know.
Hi, Wendy.
I didn't quite know like how to do conventions, especially like,
Yeah.
versus the way that I do it now. So like me and my friend basically we just went to panels all day and then went to the vendors hall. Whereas now I do conventions very differently. Whereas something like Anna Maritime is bad and it's organized badly and it's just bad.
Yeah.
From what I know about it, it's just like
Don't go to Anna Maritime.
Anime Revolution is like not great for other reasons, but like that people think it's one thing where like if you're still there, like how you can still have a good time.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna quiz you. So, I went through chronologically and found what I think was the earliest video, at least posted to YouTube after this, like this, whatever the song was released.
Yeah.
The earliest anime music video I could find. Can you guess what anime? Because this would have been I think like 2000.
I was gonna say, give me the year.
I'll look it up specifically. So of like what year in the 2000s it was, because it wasn't early 2000s.
Oh, we have gone around the corner. The line is now up the hill.
2006.
2006.
So this was the video I found was, from what I could tell on YouTube, the earliest video that was like AMV that was posted. with that song
2006
after.
AMV Every Time We Touch.
So you know it's a ship.
It's obviously a ship. I want to say. I'm gonna say Naruto. What is it? Leave your guesses in the comments below.
It was Chobits.
It's Chobits?
Chobits.
Oh my! Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a deep cut.
Yeah, so real. One of the first animes I ever watched
Oh,
was,
I think that's a Chica over there.
was Pudding and Taruto from Tokyo Mew.
Oh,
And,
I think the first one I ever saw was
made me feel
Tamaki and Haruhi from Oran.
Made me feel things.
I still, to this day, one of my favorite AMVs that I will go back and rewatch constantly is the Oran High School Host Club AMV to High School Never Ends by Bowling for Soup. It's good shit. It's good shit.
Do you remember when every single like anime franchise would have a early gay or European?
Oh yeah,
But
so
also,
many.
And also they would have the
Jenny.
if you were also from
Jenny. Yeah, this is the accessibility entrance. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. We love Jenny. We love Jenny so much. My Funko Pop right now.
I was just listening to the Over Garden Wall soundtrack the other day, and because I'm obsessed with the Highwayman. I like the like. I want to steal.
Alright, so I got
I saw someone dressed as Greg, and they had
The
a Build-A-Bear frog as the
Cowbuck
frog, and I was
Crunchies.
like,
That's so cute.
book,
brilliant.
and then I already had this one, but she did sign,
So I'm just
Both
obsessed
of
with
them.
stickers. Like,
which I cried. I cried a lot, actually. I had to walk away because I was crying so much.
I'm probably gonna. It's not. I asked if it was microwave safe, and they said probably not. But it's also like dishwasher safe. But I don't have a dishwasher, so I just put it in like hand wash it.
Thank you.
I'm thinking I'll use it like for.
Well, it fell on me anyway, so I didn't have much
Company's
choice.
coming. I need to find change.
I got a Haikyuu Shaker Charm with all the boys in it. Tsukishima's the only one currently free, but that's okay. I got a Shangling mini standee where she's playing a clarinet because I used to play clarinet, so I was required to buy it. And I don't really want to take her out of her little bag, but I did get a Nilu pin. It was my best girl. I love Nilu.
From the Hades.
And that's, aside from the Funko Pop I bought, that's not for me. I think that's everything I got so far today. I think that's everything.
Bitches,
I've been,
be shopping.
I've had restraint. I have shown restraint.
I mean, I took out a good money before.
I got it in on Black Lot. I
Yeah.
bought a couple of things though.
I mean, I took out like all my money the other day, and I also got a hefty paycheck
We have
today.
3
so-
minutes. We're gonna go do an escape room.
Correction, we're gonna go demolish.
We're
an
gonna go
escape.
win the escape room. That's what we're gonna do because we have done it the last like what, 3
3 years at least, and then also
Yeah.
at Geekonauts and other cons.
I wasn't there for those ones though.
There was at least one Geekonauts you were there that you did it, or maybe that
Did-
was the summer Geekorium.
That was the Summer
That was the
Geekorium, yeah.
Heatstroke con.
Yep. Yeah. So look at wait. Look, he's so distressed.
My poor baby.
It's too loud.
It's so loud. It hurts his ears.
Okay, we do have to go. We have like 2 minutes to get over.
Yeah,
there.
we better. Okay.
I'm stealing the Alchemic Fox's porn star angle. That's what this is. I'm very tired. We just got back from the
Off my stuff.
We just got back from the 18 plus cosplay dating game. I had a lot of fun. I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun.
It was a vibe.
My face hurts a little bit from laughing so much. Yeah, but we have a few last minute things to do, including some snacking. And then we're going to bed because I don't know what your plan is tomorrow, Oliver, but Mary and I gotta be up early.
I got a toe shoot at 10 a.m.
Yeah, so
My
you.
makeup still looks good.
Yeah.
I got tournaments to sign up for.
I got a tattoo to go book.
I've got
Yeah, so we're doing that, and then, I might take my makeup with me and do my makeup at the con.
If we wake up
That
at
might
6
not be a
a.m.,
bad
I think
idea.
you will have plenty of time.
But will I have the energy to do my makeup? Is the question.
That's for future you.
Because I do have to put on lashes tomorrow. And I don't want to.
have to.
I don't have to, but like I brought them, so I should. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. My head looks like it's not attached to my body because of how high my sweater's sitting. Okay.
No, wait, not that.
We're gonna do stuff and then we're gonna leave. Hello. Hi. Hello.
Oh, I look like I was like egg.
Egg.
Also, one sec, I'm just gonna move.
Ow.
Yeah, you're like literally laying on a bloody
I don't
hanger.
care.
But
Leave
like,
me alone.
God.
Let me live.
eat shit and live.
I'm surrounded by heathens.
Where are you? There you are. That's gonna be a
Yes.
fun angle in the vlog.
Oh,
Hey,
I bet
what
it
did you
is.
throw at me?
You know.
You threw a gummy at me. Okay.
Such a fucking psychopath.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Good night. Okay, so I've not filmed at all today, but I need you guys to meet this awesome cosplayer.
Oh, you're too sweet. Hi, I'm Peachy Peach Cos on Instagram.
I will make sure to link you below.
Oh my god.
Sorry, pronouns?
She, her.
She, her.
Like
She-
a chocolate.
But she is so sweet. She gave me this beautiful, beautiful art
Oh, you're so sweet.
of, I can't find it right now, but of
okay.
Neptune and Uranus from Sailor Moon.
Hold on. Yeah, I don't see it.
It's in there somewhere.
It's in there
I'll
somewhere.
show it later. But yeah, I just wanted to introduce you to them because they're amazing.
You're amazing.
You're amazing.
You're amazing.
But today is costume contest day, and today is also Jared Key Day, which is exciting. My first time cosplaying from the Magnus Archives. So that's gonna be fun. I have a couple of friends who like properly do goth makeup that I am going to be getting to help. I've recruited Liv and Lucian to like touch me up if I don't do a good job on my own. But then I get to draw a bunch of eyes all over my hands and throat. One needs to go like right there. But aside from like the eyes being annoying, Jared's actually gonna be like pretty comfortable. I'm just wearing like my regular clothes and my Laudna wig with the white streak taken out. So shouldn't be too bad. We were just talking, I don't think I'm really buying anything else except for a charm, and that friend of mine is holding for me, and maybe getting a tattoo if I get a spot. I won't go into my whole opinion again about how it's being run, but whatever. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I'm really gonna buy anything. There's not been a lot that's like caught my eye this year. Maybe I'm being more responsible with my money. Who knows? You guys are going down for breakfast at like 8:30ish, right?
What?
Wasn't that the plan?
I think.
Yeah, but I don't know what you guys are doing. My
Yeah.
plan was different because I'm getting brunch with Atticus.
I think we still are.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. HalCon is officially over.
For us anyway.
For us anyway. Yeah, there's still like closing ceremonies, but I never go to that. I don't know if any of you occasionally do, but I
did
don't.
my first year.
Yeah.
And then
Look
I
at the
decided-
look at the winner.
I got third place masters.
We
I know
love
I'm
to see
really,
it.
I'm always being like, ugh, I always have but I am honestly really shocked and really thankful that I got to win. This is the one time on one of your vlogs I won't be a huge douche.
I didn't see you for like most of the weekend. Like,
Which is why, absence makes the heart grow fonder, baby. Oh, I'm on some shit against
you are. You really are.
I'm fighting some demons and they're winning.
But yeah, like I normally don't go to the closing ceremonies because really all I care about is like when it's gonna be next year, and they always post that, and I'm not going next year, so even that doesn't really affect me. Um, but yeah, so there's just closing ceremonies, but we're done. Oliver and I both need to have showers and wash our face off.
Yeah,
And
because I sure don't.
well, no, but I'm saying specifically for the face paint. Like I'm sure you also want to shower.
I'm in a lot of pain.
Yeah, me too, honestly. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of the situation. I might check in tomorrow. I might just do voiceover and like film and a proper outro when I get home. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, just wanted to check in. Walk on was fun. Contest was fun.
It was really fun. I had a
It
really
was
good
really
weekend.
fun. Yeah.
Oh wait, can we do this thing on camera? Do you have the thing?
What thing? Oh yes, that thing. Okay. Okay.
So,
Wait. Hang on. I need to get it. So,
alright, so, earlier today we were in the dealer's hall. Mary did me a bunch of favors this weekend in general. And earlier we were in the vendor's hall, and Mary was like, oh, that's cool. And saw something, but didn't have a lot of money this weekend. And also I realized that people were like, oh, I didn't get you anything for your birthday, and I forgot about it, and I keep thinking about it, and it kept making me feel bad.
Birthday
No,
stuff.
but, so I had to text Ken, and I was like, hey, can you do me a favor, before, because I'm not on my stage, and maybe I use something. Yeah. So now, you don't. You're like,
I can't be crying. I still have contacts in.
But now let's get to like my actual thoughts on the convention. Overall, I had a really great time this con. HalCon is always really well run. The volunteers that run it are so incredibly nice. Shout out in particular to the person working at the info booth on the ground floor on Saturday who found my phone after I lost it. You're my favorite. But yeah, everyone's incredible. The security team that they have there, it takes their jobs like super seriously, but aren't like imposing or unapproachable, which I find is a very delicate balance to strike. The convention center itself, while this year was slightly less so, I do generally consider it very accessible as someone with some mobility issues. This year I noticed a reduced amount of seating, and I don't know if that was something that HalCon did or if that was something that the convention center itself did and like took away some of the seating. I don't know, it was just something that I noticed. It's really hard to pick a like favorite thing from this con because there were a lot of favorite things. I got recognized a lot all throughout the weekend. I got tons of compliments on my cosplays, which is always very nice. A bunch of people asked for pictures, which is always great. I found some really awesome stuff of some of my new favorite characters. I got to meet cosplay idols that I've looked up to for years. I got to make a bunch of new friends through the Genshin meetup. I got to see a bunch of old friends through my friends that actually live in and around Halifax, and some friends that I know through previous interactions. In the lineup for the costume contest, I got to spend the whole wait time chatting with some friends from the Welcome Home group last year. That just happened to be there, and it was awesome to see them again. I got to see Jenny every day of the weekend, and I gave her a huge hug because I'm gonna miss her so much when I head out to Vancouver. The con itself was just a highlight. I just love being there. The one thing I didn't like, aside from the aforementioned reduced seating, was something I've noticed for a while in regards to the costume contest. And this year in particular, it really kind of it occurred to me how strangely it's run and how much I don't really like it. Now, that saying that is a bit of a blanket statement. The contest itself is very well run. They always have amazing, highly qualified judges that I personally have never had an issue with. They are always super respectful, super kind, super engaging. They want to hear about the entire process from start to finish. The judges that I've interacted with are always like kind of upset that we have such a short time, because they just want to hear people talk about the creative process, and that's exactly what I want from a judge in this type of situation. The staff, again, were incredible. During the wait, they were like handing out water to people. They were bringing people chairs if they needed to sit down. They were super, super nice and accommodating and just fantastic. My issue is with how winners are handled. So the way that the HalCon costume contest works is you go through the 5 categories that we have, which is uncommon. Most cosplay contests have 3, which are novice, journeyman, and master, or some variation of those names. But HalCon has 5. We have artisan, which is between journeyman and master, and then we also have grandmaster, excluding the junior category. There's also the junior category, which is kids 13 and under. But yeah, so broadly speaking, we have 6. Generally speaking, there's 5 that most people compete in. So they go through those categories. Then you have the walk-ons, which are people who didn't get evaluated by the judges for workmanship and are just there to kind of show off their cool cosplay. It can be entirely handmade, it can be bought, it can be thrifted, it can be a little bit of mix of everything. Like, it doesn't matter how you make your cosplay, you can go on the walk-on, which I think is awesome. It's a great way for people to warm up to the idea of being on stage, and it's a great way for people like me who want to compete but weren't able to get their costumes done in time to still be able to participate. I think the walk-ons are great. But immediately after the walk-ons are done, they start announcing the winners. And in order to limit the time between that and the time that it takes for people to come back on stage, they tell you as soon as you leave the stage whether or not you won. And I don't like that. Basically, as soon as you leave the stage area, there is a volunteer waiting outside in the hall who tells you that if you placed, to go back to the room that you were judged in, and wait for basically further instructions there on how to line up and when to go back on stage. If that volunteer doesn't tell you to go back to that room, you know that you didn't win. And furthermore, the volunteer that told me specifically flat out said, "Sorry you didn't place." Which I don't think was the most tactful way to handle that, but that's besides the point. I don't really care if I win or lose. I'm just there to show off because I like the attention. But being so bluntly told, "Hey, you didn't win," that could be really disheartening to newer cosplayers, to younger cosplayers, to people who have maybe been cosplaying for a while but are just starting to get into competitions. I don't think that part is handled very well. I mentioned this in my actual feedback to the con itself, but I'm going to reiterate it here, that I think the best way to have the costume contest done knowing the space available, we don't have room for everyone in the categories to go back up on stage like in some competitions. But I think we should have a designated spot for the cosplayers to all sit together, hang out, feel the anticipation together about who is going to win. And that makes it all the more exciting when the person gets announced, because we're all experiencing it together. Sure, it will still be disappointing if you don't win, but you can then immediately direct that energy towards the person who did win, cheering them on, hyping them up, rather than, say you're in novice, which is, again, aside from junior, the first category that goes across the stage. HalCon's costume contest is long, and if you get told as soon as you go out the door that you didn't win, you have to wait at least an hour sitting in that disappointment while you almost definitely see every person that gets told that they won go to the winner's room and have to wait for them before being able to cheer and applaud for them. And that feeling sucks. It really does. I think it would be, like I said, so much better if we could experience that anticipation that this contest is currently lacking for the competitors together. But that's really my only issue with the costume contest, is just how the winners are handled. And that's really all I have to say. Like, I have, like, the fact that that is my biggest issue with the con is really telling, because HalCon is a really good convention. It's an awesome convention. I want so many people to come to this con and experience it because I love it. And this past one in particular, being so good, is a little upsetting in a way. It's kind of bittersweet because I'm not going to be attending HalCon for a couple years. This is in no way anything against HalCon, the people running it, but as mentioned, I'm moving across the country, and not only will my schedule not really allow it, but I very likely won't be able to afford to come back over here just for a weekend. Just for a weekend. And it sucks. I'm really gonna miss it. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna get started with Miku again soon, and there will be plenty of updates about that, and making me want to pull my hair out. And I guess I will see you next time. Bye.